So, welcome everybody to this freezing evening. And today we have Wendy on, one of our favorite trainers. So, let me just make your host quickly. And Wendy, it's all yours.
Thanks, Nick. Let's hope I got my camera the right way this time. Hey, everyone. Good to be on. We just decided today that it's time to start getting everyone connected again because, that is one of the things with network marketing. You have to stay connected. And I love the thing that one of the diamonds, Diane said. She said, it's like a fan. And if you plug in the fan, it works. If you do not plug in the fan, it does not work. So in order to be connected, you need to connect to these Zoom calls. You need to connect to us leaders, because network marketing isn't something that is taught. It is something that you learn yourself. It's not something that you can go to well, you can now go to a varsity and learn how to be an entrepreneur. It's going to take you a couple of years, but this you learn as you go. But you have to be learning constantly, and you have to be plugged in constantly. So the subject that I have today is think bigger. Not because you're going to get any revelationary stuff going on, but what I want to tell you is that we as leaders believe in you guys more than you believe in yourselves. So you really have to start thinking bigger in your own little box, because everybody has the potential and the tools and the everything they need to make them successful. It's not because Nicole's Nicole and I'm me and there's Sapphires, and it's not any different. We don't do anything extraordinarily than what we have to do, what we teach you to do. And this is where you need to start believing in yourself that you can do exactly what we have done, whether it takes you 2 months or whether it takes you 2 years, but you can do it because we have the tools that you need to do it. So you need to think bigger of yourself. You need to say to yourself, right, you need to think bigger in yourself. Ask yourself these questions. Like if everybody knows I write everything down. I do not write it on a texture in my phone, because then I'll lose it somewhere with all the other messages that I have. But if I write it down, I can actually see what I'm writing. So you need to set yourself some goals in order to be bigger than you are right now. Not bigger, money, bigger in the bank, bigger. So you need to say to yourself, like, how much money do I want to make? I'm not being like egotistical. How much money do I need? When I started, I needed 5,000 Rand a month. That was my goal. I had to have 5,000 Rand because I had to put my daughter down. She couldn't be in that elite class, and I had to have her in that class. So write yourself down right now, how much money, and be realistic about it. Like 5,000 Rand is not unrealistic at all for your first month. If you're new on here today, welcome. 5,000 Rand very achievable to do in your first month. So write down a goal. And if you've been here for 2 years and you want to make 20,000 Rand a month, write that down. So say to yourself, how much money do I want to make? And am I happy with what I'm earning right now to what I've written down of what I want to make? If I've written down I want to make 5,000 Rand and I'm only making 3,000 Rand right now, am I happy with that 3,000? Or am I going to think bigger? Am I going to be bigger? And am I going to get a bigger bank account? So in the plus. So write that down. How much do I want to make? Am I happy with what I'm making? And then write the question, what is stopping me from making that money that I want to make? What is holding me back? Why aren't I making that amount of money? And normally, it's how much effort we put in to the money we get out. Yes, as well, your thoughts. Carmen, then that's the first thing. So the first thing, I would say some people just don't know where to start, but they've started for 3 years. So the biggest thing that would be holding you back would be getting the correct way to start. And even if you have been doing this for 3 years, it's okay. You can start again, and you can start the right way, and you can start doing the right thing every single day, and that will help you to get to your goal that you've written down. So the first thing I said was not knowing where to start, because it was a big multi-level marketer. He said he had this whole group of people, and he said, if I could give you online meetings, if I could give you meetings in a hall, if I could show you how to close deals, if I could teach you how to start the business, which would be the most important thing to you? And the most important thing was, I want to learn how to start. Like I say, you don't go to a varsity to learn this. So how to start? So I think getting back to basics and knowing where to start is number one for me, because even if people have been here 3 years, they still don't know where to start. The second thing, like Carmen said, is your thoughts, your fear of rejection, your fear of the no. It is a human thing to fear people saying no to you, to fear the rejection of someone saying, oh, what is she thinking? Or even what they might think of you. I mean, I did a reel tonight that was like, I don't care what people think. What's her thoughts got to do with mine? Or is she writing my bank? Is she writing my check at the end of the month? No. So the second thing was the fear of rejection. You have to, if you want to be in network marketing, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you have to get over that. That is number top. Don't care what people think. Because you know what? They watch you and they probably wish that they could be like you. They're probably the ones thinking, sure, but I wish I could be like her and do that. I wish I had an extra income. I wish I had another stream of income so that I could also go on holidays, or I could also win a travel for two. You know? Good, Delia. It is, just get over that. That is like, if you want to be a network marketer, get over the no. If you're not going to get over the no, you're not going to be successful. Okay. So I even said here, you have to get over that or else you won't be successful. That's a number 2. And number 3 is procrastination and consistency. They're kind of hand in hand, because if you're not consistent, you will learn to be a procrastinator, and you'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month. And then, yeah, you're not consistent at all. And so your bank account has not grown, not 1 cent. So those are 3 things that I wanted to say to you today. I'm going to expand on them now. But time is money. Now, we're not asking you to invest 20,000 Rand to become a network marketer with us or become in our team. And we would love it if you bought a gold pack. But we don't do that, okay? So what we want you to do is not waste your time and not waste our time. And I'm not being funny or anything, but we as leaders pour everything of ourselves into our downlines. It's just who we are. It's how we live. So if you want to be successful, we will help you 100%. But if you're sitting on the fence and you don't quite know if this is what you want to do, don't waste your time and don't waste our time. Because when we tell you that you can potentially earn, as I'm not making any financial claims, but as a Sapphire leader, you should earn $2,000 a month. So if you times that by 17, you are earning 34,000 Rand a month. If you can earn 34,000 Rand cash doing anything else, let me know. Okay? Sapphires, $2,000 a month. Rubies, at least 4,000. Emeralds, over 6,000 and above. So we're not making financial claims. We're not saying that we are better than you. We're saying that you can do it too. But you have to put in the work. You have to do what we tell you to do. Not tell you, advise you. Advise you to do. It's not a suggestion. Anyways, time is money. So don't waste your time. There's 3 things that I looked at when I started network marketing. The one was, is our product marketable? Is it shareable? Do people want it? Does it work? And the answer for all of those with Organo is yes. It's possible. Everybody drinks coffee. Yes, it's good for you. Yes, it's organic. Yes, it's all natural. Yes, it works. So that was number 1. Does the product work? Yes, it does. Be rest assured the product works. The second thing I looked at was, is it global? When I say think bigger, I mean, don't think of just your, if you look at me, I have hardly any distribution partners in KZN, but I have in Cape Town, in Joburg, in the UK, in the USA. So think bigger than just your region. I know it's nice to work in your region, and sometimes I wish I had a full flock here, but it's a global opportunity. That means when you join, you have a global business. It is not your little town. I have someone in Ladysmith who says to me, oh, nobody wants it here. I'm like, it's not just for Ladysmith. It's global. So do you have someone that you know somewhere? Do you have Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter? Yes, you do. You have a global business. So with your little $10 joining fee, you have a global business. So think bigger there. So the second thing was, is it a global business? Because I have family in other places. I wanted to share my product with them. And if you look at other network marketing companies, not a lot of them are in 6 continents. I can tell you that right now. So you're in 6 continents, you have a global business. And the third thing I looked at was, is the compensation plan fair for everybody? And the answer is yes. It is fair if you're just a retailer, because if you're just retailing, there's no minimum monthly order. You can order 1 box or 100 boxes. You have full reign, whatever you want to do. You have your own e-commerce link. You can make up to 50% retail profits. So yes, it's fair even for the retailer. Okay. Salons, spas, that's another thing I'm going to talk about just now. So yes, it's fair for retailers. And yes, it's very fair if you want to be a Sapphire leader, because it's an incredible monthly pay. You get bonuses, you get travel incentives, and it's fair everywhere in between. So that is the 3 things that I looked at network marketing. So I just wanted to share with you, our company covers all of those. And if someone had to approach me from another company, I would say, no, thank you. I have it right here. And I wouldn't do it anywhere else. So how to get started is keeping it simple. Don't be too much, okay? And I've been talking to quite a few distribution partners in the week gone by, and hearing their struggles and hearing what they're battling with. And one of the things, how do I answer this person? Or they've said they're interested in, what do I say next? Every person is different. So you need to keep it simple. You know that KISS, keep it simple. You need to keep it simple, because if the person just wants coffee, they do not want to know about your compensation plan. If the person is a network marketer, they don't just want to hear about your coffee. So you need to have a relationship with that person. It doesn't have to be like a 10-year relationship. It just needs to be a conversation. Where you from, what do you do, all those kind of questions come in. Then it's, are you interested in going forward with the product, or do you want to know how to ask them the questions? And they will ask you, yes, I want to know just about it. Keep it there. Don't the word until they are ready. It's like a chip bag. You only get them 1 chip at a time. Okay, so a lot of people lose people in that way because they just give too much information. If someone asks you about the coffee, they want to, I'm not going to say, want to improve the gut health. You don't have to go into this one. You simply ask a simple question that says, what's your favorite flavor? What coffee do you normally drink? And all the products are going to do, so all the products are going to help them. And you want them to have the product that they drink every day, so that they don't come in a month's time and say, it didn't work for me. Oh, how many sachets have you had? Oh, only 3, because I don't really drink black coffee. Okay, so keeping it simple. If it's simple in the retailing, it's just simply asking them, what coffee do you normally drink? Or do you drink coffee, or do you drink tea? And then you can then answer the questions like that. And that is if someone is approaching you, okay? Keeping it simple, ask that simple question. Someone is approaching you, opportunity, simple. Do you know network marketing? Have you done it before? A lot of people have done it before and have been burnt before because the product or the company didn't work for them. So you can then start telling your story about how and if you don't have a story, you tell your upline story, or your upline's upline if you don't have that upline. But keeping it simple is definitely the easiest way to get started. Another nice thing to do once you get started is to invest a little money. I'm not saying 20% gold pack, I'm saying a copper pack, or a OG 3-pack, or even 1 black box, because you need to be able to make trial packs. Now, trial packs are an amazing way to get more people with just 1 box, because someone might say, oh, 620 Rand is a bit much for me. But if you've got 1 box, you can say to them, do you want to try a sachet for 25 Rand? Or would you like to have a trial pack for 120 Rand? But sell the product off so that you are still making your money back. You invested, you getting the money back. You can get 5, 10 people to try out of one box, and all you had to invest was just one box of coffee. And you've got 5 to 6 people, maybe even more if you're selling sachets. Everyone knows Prof, my 8-year-old health mentor. She sells every single sachet. Well, last month it was 20 Rand a sachet. This month it's 25 Rand a sachet. But she sells every single sachets because when people pay for something, they will drink it. If you give to them free, they'll probably put it in a bag. And when you follow up with them in 1 week's time, they'll say to you, oh, I left it in my bag. I'm so sorry. I'll try it tonight. And tonight will come. And next week when you follow up, they'll say, oh my gosh, I can't remember where I put it. But even if they pay 20 Rand for it, they will make sure, you know what, I paid money for this. Let me try it. They'll drink it, they'll love it, and they'll come and order from you. So keeping it really, really basic, do the trial packs. They really work. Even if your mom goes to the office every day, give her 5 samples to take with her. Let her know, tell about them. And this is the thing. The more people you talk to, the more your business will succeed. You cannot put one post on Facebook a week and come to me at the end of the month and tell me that you have not had one sale. Because I'll strangle you. No, I won't. I would tell you that one post a week is not going to bring you sales. Because if you had a shop in a center and you only opened on a Monday, you would not make the same amount of money as if you opened every single day of the week. Exactly the same thing. You need to be consistent with your posting. There is no excuse. We give you this stuff. Just post it. So, see, I get excited, then I lose where I am. All right. So, you are now investing in your business. You are posting every day and speaking to more people. Oh, this is where I was. So speaking to more people doesn't mean you physically have to do it. You can actually get other people to do it for you, like your mom at work, like your husband that has a cycle shop, like your sister in a travel company. Have the coffee there. My friend works, she's a receptionist at a school in London. I said to her, when you make your coffee, make sure you have your box on your table every single day. And when you make your coffee and that smell comes up, all the teachers ask you, what is that? Get other people to market for you. Your friends and your family, you don't have to ask them to buy it. Please don't. Ask them to market it for you and give them a cut. Say, if you sell a box, I'll give you 50 Rand. People will do things for money. And getting back to that, why I wanted to say that is that salons and spas are a great way to market your business. And you physically don't have to be there to do it. When you have your hair done, we all have our hair done. We all have our nails done. Well, not me right now, but we have our nails done. We go for whatever gym or whatever. Speak to the people there because you have a relationship with them. So what I do with my hairdressing salon is I speak to the ladies that wash my hair and dry my hair. Now, it is a great place to display your products. And then you say to them, this is mushroom coffee. Keep it simple. Mushroom coffee, what it does, it helps people get healthier. There are so many benefits. They'll feel better. They'll sleep better. They'll have less anxiety, depression, because everyone that will have the hair done will be talking all their stories to them. When they see it in front of them and they say to you, what is that? Give them a brief description about it. If they're interested, let your card be there and say to them, every box that comes my way from the salon, I will give you 50 Rand. It works. So thinking bigger. I mean, if you've been in this company for 6 months and if you have 6 times in 6 months, and if you haven't spoken to your hairdresser, guess what you're doing next time you go and do your hair? So the amount of effort and time you put into your business is going to be what you get out. And like I say, you physically don't have to be there for every salon person washing their hair, but you've given an incentive, and that incentive will work. Join the boards, join the Facebook, join the Telegram, because that is your plug-in. That is your source. If you are not connected to those, you cannot come to us in a month's time and say, oh, I didn't know that was happening. If you're not plugged in there, you're not going to know what's happening. So Yes, the WhatsApp groups are busy. I'm not a fan of WhatsApp groups. I'm sure you all know. But Facebook and Telegram, I update every single day for my team. And that is where you need to go and look to see what I'm posting every day. If I've got 15 groups, I cannot post 15 groups every single day. Every single time I have a brain something or I want to tell you something. It just, I don't have time. I don't want to waste time. I put it in one group, go there, find it. That is your job to do as a distribution partner. It is your job to connect. It is your job to stay plugged in. So connect to the boards, the Facebooks, the Telegrams, and the Zoom calls. And if we record them and you miss it and they recorded, watch them, please. Number 2, the fear of the no. Oh, you know what? If you are really scared of no, ask a different question. Instead of after you've made a conversation with the person, after you've found out where they live, what their family does, who they are, where, whatever, then you're going to say to them, do you know anyone that needs an extra income? Do you know anyone that's health is really needs help? You're not asking them. You're saying, do you know anyone? So you're giving them a way out. You're giving them the opportunity to say, yeah, actually, my aunt just lost her job. Maybe she could think of something like this. Oh, yeah. Geez, my auntie's got, or uncle, let me say uncle this time, my uncle's got gout in his foot. What do you think of that? So give them a leading question instead of that. Do you need an extra income? Okay. So the fear of the no is how you can get around that. Do you know anyone that does? Do you know anyone that needs? Do you know anyone that's just moved to the UK? We've got a brand new warehouse there. We're moving it. Leading questions. Everybody is different. And remember to always give one chip at a time, like a bag of crisps. Have you ever tried to stop eating crisps? You can't. So if you give them one at a time, they'll want another one. But if you pour the whole bag down their throat, they're not going to want any more chips from you. Okay. Does that make sense? And the third thing to stop the procrastination is to be consistent, to be motivated, to be disciplined. I can motivate you tonight, tomorrow you can wake up, you're ready to go, you do all your tasks. Friday comes and you're like, I don't feel like doing this today. Discipline. Motivation is a feeling. Motivation is something that we do for you, or you can watch your Instagram reel, or you can plug into a what these things called, to listen to our earpod, what's it called, those things. But if you are not disciplined, you will not succeed. The only difference between people that do succeed and don't succeed are the people that do succeed are disciplined and have never given up, ever. I'll leave that there. We had a really nice, yes, Delia, accountability partner is very, very good. So you are welcome to use me as that, or Prof, or one of you. As soon as you get your first sign up, that'll be another great accountability partner to be, because you'll be encouraging them and they'll be looking at you and you'll be doing it, because it's another thing we always say, be the downline you want in your team. So I can't tell you to be a star achiever and I'm not. I can't tell you to enroll 2 people a month and I can't. So you have to be the downliner that you want yourself. So when you do get your first downline, your first sponsor, your first recruit, you will have that relationship with them. So when you are doing something, they will do it because they want you to do it, and you're doing it because you want them to do it. So that's another great place to be. We had a really nice sermon at church on Sunday, and it was called Drifting, and how easy it is to drift. And drifting, I'm using it as drifting is in church would say backsliding, right? But in network marketing, I can relate it to it absolutely, because if you're rowing in a boat and you stop paddling and you put your oars down, you go drift. but you're going to drift in a direction you don't want to go. But if you have a goal in mind and you are rowing and you are paddling those oars to where you want to go, you're never going to drift off to somewhere else. You're going to keep going towards your prize and keep looking at your prize, and don't look left and don't look right, because a lot of people drift because they put down their oars because they look at someone else on the left and the right and think, oh, she's doing that, but I can't do that. And then they also go drifting down the road, down the stream. So be rowing all the time, even if it's one thing a day. Keep moving forward. If it's something that you're scared of doing, like Bridget was saying earlier, she wants to do a live. Your first one is terrifying, but your second one isn't, and the third one is easier, and then by the fourth one you're like, I love to do this, I can't wait. You get up every morning, put up your makeup on, and off you go, and you're going to be doing it every day. So, but as long as you keep doing something, the minute you stop, I promise you, you will drift because you are not moving forward. And it's okay if you do drift, you can always pick up your oars again and carry on going. But then the goal that you had set for by December, because you drifted for that month, you're only going to get there maybe next year, March. So I'm encouraging you today to just keep moving forward, keep being consistent, keep being disciplined, and keep it simple. The minute you do too much, you get overwhelmed and you feel like you can't do it. So that is, let me just check my next page. Oh, there's another page. So my thinking bigger was just really to go beyond what you think you can, because we believe in you more than you believe in yourselves. And really and truly, it is a life-changing business. I mean, the girls that went on our Dubai last year, I was the only one that had been on an international trip. So 4 of them had never been on an international trip. Now, if that's you, you could be on our next one. Boat cruises. Who would think to actually go buy a boat cruise for your family and off you go? You get given it. But just being a star achiever and teaching people to be a star achiever in your team. Hello. You know, yeah. So do something that you're doing. Bridge, if it's a live, do a live. If it's arranging a coffee day, I had someone tell me they're doing a pamper party. Lovely. Have your coffee there. Invest a little bit in it. If there's 5 girls coming, have 5 latte sachets and 5 black coffee sachets. Which do you like? Latte, black. And let them drink it in your presence. You'll be able to talk about it. It just will come naturally to you. Gyms. I'm going to gym on Saturday, and I'm taking a box of black coffee with me, and I am going to sell my sachets for 20 Rand a sachet, and I'm going to say to them, go try it this week, see me next week and tell me what you think, because the whole gym class is there because they want to be healthier. Why not? And hairdressing staff, make it profitable for them. Remember, we need to support small businesses, and we also need to support people that are supporting us. So if they are going to do that for you, then reward them for doing that. Even your salon owner, if she wants to keep 10 trial packs in front for you, give her something for doing that. Don't just expect her to do it for nothing, because we all have small businesses and we're supporting them and they'll support us. And so it just works in hand. Set yourself a goal now for December. You've got 6 months to get there. 6 months can get you places. If I think back, I got to Sapphire May, and 4 months later, I was Emerald. If I can do it, so can you. Is there anything different between you and me? No. Don't be upset with the work. Don't be upset for the pay with the pay you didn't get for the work you didn't do. And be a star achiever. That if I can tell you one thing, if you want to grow in this business, you must be a star achiever, and you must teach your team to be star achievers. And if they are doing all these little things, they are speaking to Sam, they are speaking to little health shop or little gyms, if they are asking other people to share their posts on their wall, if they are asking people to have a trial pack, they will be a star achiever. You will not be a star achiever if you only post once a week. I promise you. I'll guarantee you. So, yeah. You have your e-commerce link, and I think that is also a big way. I mean, Natanya had 2 Australian sales just this week alone on her e-commerce link. Those points get allocated to your PQV, so they count towards your star, and you get the retail profit in your back office, in your weekly pay. So share your e-commerce link with people. If you've got family in UK, let them sign up. I mean, this month is our birthday month, so we have incredible, you guys, from the 17th, you're going to be moving it. So from a private group, what I would say then is to put a post on your normal Facebook, on your Wendy Abel Facebook, and from there, ask your mom to share to her page, ask your auntie to share to her page, ask your best friend to share to her page, and make sure you've got your number attached to that. So no, I don't think from a private group you can, but if you're posting on your own Facebook, even if you open it up for that day as the public and share it, it will definitely get you more reach. I mean, Facebook is just, I don't like Facebook. I do Instagram because Instagram has a way better reach, but everybody has their own preferences. Okay, is that it? I think so. 77 on, that's amazing. Next, anything else you want me to, is there any questions people want to ask? I'm happy to answer them.
No, I think you answered everybody's questions and you said what needed to be said. Good training, Wade.
Okay, but yeah, I think the biggest thing is that we really believe in you guys. Like we'll put our heads on a block for you guys. And you just need to start believing in yourselves and start thinking bigger and really just getting out there and speaking to more people. That is like, if you want to be successful, you need to speak to more people. It's just the way it is. Cape Town is going to be awesome. Please, guys, in Joburg, just remember, I mean, we have had few conferences there in Joburg, so it's Cape Town's turn, and then maybe one day KZN's turn. But Cape Town is going to be awesome if you can get there. Look, it is 200 Rand, but it will be a one invest 200 Rand. Like I say, if you invest in your business, if you had to pay the rent, the lights and water, the staff, the stock, you would spend a huge amount of time in being successful. You would be all day and all night working at that business. So what's stopping you from doing it just for a quick 173 sign up? If you put the amount of effort in that you would for a full-time as a job, you would be coining it. Let me just check here quickly. Sorry, I'm going to go off the screen. I had a question. What happens if the business you built can be passed on to someone if something happens to you? Yes, Erica. So what happens is you will you want as a co-applicant. So when you filled in your form, you would have seen applicant's name, and then underneath you would have seen co-applicant. So you can put your spouse, your boyfriend, your auntie, your uncle, whoever there, like I have Greg there, and that is your co-applicant. So anything happens to you, the business will then, you will still carry on getting paid, and all that will go into your bank account because he will be the co-applicant. It can be your sister, it can be anyone. You just fill out, I'll send you the form. It's an IP whatever form, and you just put the person's details in there with a copy of the ID, and that person becomes your co-applicant. You don't earn double, but it's, yeah. You won't, let me just stress now, as a co-applicant, they are not part of one ticket. So like, for example, if I want a ticket to go somewhere, it's not Greg and me, it's just me. So co-applicant just means that they will take over your payments if anything does happen to you. Anything else? Okay, thanks for your time. I know it took 34 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, guys, I'm a little guy. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, everyone.